Joining us now is Miami-based, and I mean that both ways, political activist and co-host of the hit podcast Mostly Peaceful Latinas, Linda Catalina. Linda, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me again, Chanel. Appreciate it.
Great to have you. The Miami-Dade shift towards Trump has not been a sudden one. It's one that we've seen moving increasingly to the right. Just to recap, how would you summarize why this shift?
Well, I think the main base here of everything is political activism. I think that the COVID, like you said, from the shift from COVID, it all started because of the mask measures in schools. And that's really when parents started becoming involved in the school board protests, and also us activists who wanted to help the parents bring awareness to what's going on in schools. And then the culture war started with a lot of these pornographic books that we started finding in schools. So it really stems from political activism at the local level. It's where we have seen the most change. I think that even if it's a small group of people, but the voices are loud enough, we've seen that with the left, you can make a lot of change. And it's what we have done in Miami, especially at the school board level. DeSantis has helped us with a lot, including backing some of the school board members, endorsing them. And so we will have some of those re-elections now coming November, and hopefully we're able to keep that conservative supermajority.
Well, it just seems that the Democrats have a very tricky demographic with the Latin community, the Latino community. There's a lot of issues that the core Latin base voter is probably not going to go along with. I mean, they're very family oriented. They're very pro-life. They're very sensitive to economic issues, which the Democrats have not been winning on that front, frankly. And case in point, they're very awkward when it comes to the Democrats trying to reach across the aisle to the Hispanic community, starting with, remember that infamous moment with Jill Biden where she tries to speak Spanish, and now we have Kamala Harris on the campaign trail trying to evoke a Latin, Hispanic, I don't know what this is, but she tried to evoke a new accent. What are your thoughts on that?
I saw that. I actually saw that a few hours ago. And, I just think that is exactly why so many Latinos simply, aside from what you just said, the economic reasons, the culture wars, you just see through her fakeness, and you see that she really hasn't done anything for not just the Latino community, we're all Americans, for American citizens overall. Inflation is through the roof. A lot of people have moved out of Miami because of the rising costs. We also see that gas is more expensive. And as somebody has been, I've knocked on doors before, I haven't done it in a while, but when you talk to people, they're struggling. They're struggling to pay their mortgage, their rent, the groceries, and her having this new accent we've seen. I think this is like the fourth one that we see from her. She's had the Southern one, and then now there's this like weird Latina, I don't know what it is. I think that she's just trying to appeal to minorities who have historically voted Democrat. But things have changed since Trump became president in 2016, and there was a lot of fear mongering with things that he said about people crossing through the border and wanting to, deport illegals. But there are legal immigrants who have been heavily impacted also through the border, right? A lot of legal immigrants. I saw a father crying on a viral video on TikTok 2 days ago, where he said, "I'm walking away from the left. Historically, I've always voted Democrat. My wife, we've had to spend over $10,000 just to make sure that she's legal in this country, to do things the right way. It's not fair. It's not fair that people are just crossing through the border and claiming refugee status and getting all of these benefits. It's not fair to us." So I think that there's a lot of that also going on within the Hispanic or Latino community, and we're just simply pushing back.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.